Now, I'd like to talk to you today about urban redevelopment. Yes, urban redevelopment. I know it's a big word, but something we need to think about. Now, I bet you have gone around to the city of Fort Worth in certain neighborhoods or certain areas and said to yourself, you know, this area needs help. Somebody needs to do something about it. Well, that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Doing something about it. Urban redevelopment. Now, there are two ways we can do urban redevelopment. One is through special projects, and one is through neighborhood revitalization. Now, a special project is where you take a particular area in the city of Fort Worth and you target it for redevelopment. Now, a good example would be the stockyards. Right now, there's a project going on in the stockyards to remodel the old mule barns. Now, this is a public-private partnership between the city of Fort Worth, the county, and a private owner. What they're doing there is they're going to take the old mule barns and create a new hotel called the Hotel Drover, a number of shops, businesses, and a restaurant. Now, this is an important project because it brings in tourism, it brings in revenue, and it enhances the city reputation and culture. I think this is a good project, and I think we need to continue that project. As a matter of fact, I would even say we should expand that project. Now, aside from special projects, I think we need to look at neighborhood revitalization. Now, neighborhood revitalization is where you go in and you improve the streets, you improve the sidewalks, you put in lighting, and you clean up the neighborhood, maybe add a few walls here and there where they're necessary. Now, this is an important thing to do because when you bring that kind of infrastructure in, businesses and people start looking at that neighborhood again. So, for instance, you might have some rundown buildings. They might be torn down and new buildings put in their place. Or maybe there's some empty lots. And people now decide that the neighborhood has improved. They're going to put a new house on that lot. And in the businesses area, maybe some businesses will move in that maybe thought of not moving there before because of the way the area looked. So by urban revitalization, that's another way we can improve the city of Fort Worth. Now, the big question everybody asks, of course, is how do we pay for it? Well, I would suggest there are three ways we can pay for it. One is through tax incentives. So right now, if you have a house or a business that is not up to code, the city of Fort Worth will go and give you a ticket, and you'll have to pay a fine. Now, instead of doing that, how about a tax break? So for instance, if there's something that needs to be done to your house or your business, you make that improvement and you deduct that improvement from your taxes. That would be self-improvement of the area, and then nobody has to pay any extra fines, and the improvements get done. Another way would be the PID. A PID is where it's called a public improvement district. That is where the neighborhood gets together. They put a petition together and they say, hey, we want this put in our neighborhood. And then there would be a special tax raised on the homeowners in that neighborhood, and that tax would specifically go to that particular project that the people of that neighborhood actually wanted there, and it would get done. Another way is a TIF, or a tax improvement financial district. Now, in those particular districts, what you have is the city will evaluate the homeowner's properties or the property values in the area, and then any increase in those values, the tax collected on that would go towards that particular project. And that way, that project would get done. So those are the three ways you can make projects happen and finance them.